And that gets to the second point, which is, and I think we said this at the beginning, you cannot use the playbooks from even as recent as 2 years ago, let alone 5 years ago, to navigate them now. The playbooks are being done on the, we're rewriting the playbooks as we speak. And as it is, I guarantee you whatever playbook we come up for 2025 will not necessarily work in 2027. So boards aren't used to that. They're used to governing and saying, what's our KPIs? We're mapping them out for the next 2 to 3 years. That's not the world we're in. So you have to maximize and encourage your board to be learning. But the trouble is, what's the bandwidth of the board beyond the skill sets they bring to learn? And that's where the last thing I would say, so Herb Simon, who won a Nobel Prize, he's one of the founders of AI back in the day. He actually got his PhD looking at administrative decision in New York State. And what he showed was, whether it's in the public sector or in the private sector, we always optimize for what we know. We don't go outside that. And so that gets back to the first point, which is maybe AI can help you think about what you're not thinking, think about what your strategy is needing to differentiate itself from your competitors. So what I think is the challenge is how does the board differentiate the fact that most organizations are designed to filter what is fed to the boards, so that you only get one version of the truth, when in fact the edge of the organization may actually know exactly what to do, but the trouble is they're not allowed by the C-suite to brief the board. I think the board needs to actually say, what is the edge of the organization telling us, and how do we then triangulate whether or not it's something that we want to double down on or stop doing? Because the reality is, if you're waiting for just the C-suite to help advise the board, they're limited just because of the sheer numbers, whereas the edge of the organization is already seeing what you need to do today.